thinking and start doing. Stop thinking and start doing. Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
It's official.
Woo!
It's official.
With me.
And me.
And me.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. And me.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
are you? Who are we?
I'm Derek.
Hi, Derek. Nice to meet you.
I thought you just wanted to know. I thought you
No.
were genuinely curious.
I thought you were introducing the show.
He's Dare Bear.
What are we
Last
doing
name.
here,
Okay.
Derek?
We
Yeah.
are about to play some Geckos and Grottos.
Oh.
All right.
Geckos and Grottos, if you don't know, is a D&D-ish game where a small group of friends get together and play. And it's random. There are random cards, and there are random items, and there are random everything. Everything is random
Cool. And awesome.
and awesome.
Lots
Yeah.
of random.
I'm giving a little bit of time to try to let people get in here, and we
As
just
they
opened the
flock
gates.
To
Flock
the-
in droves, in the
Droves.
dozens,
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you
here.
for being a
In the
viewer
in the
of
tens.
this as you
Ten.
watch it.
Actually, I'm just gonna put out that
As we
blast
speak
that we're
along.
live.
We're live.
We're live. We're live.
Hmm?
And we're live.
Oh, you're live. Oh, I just.
Whoa.
I'm watching us.
it's a surreal.
I'm watching us.
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
no! Okay.
it's delayed. All right.
We're
Okay.
live.
We're
Yeah,
we
so
have
we're
confirmed
good.
that we're live in case it wasn't confirmed for you yet.
Yes.
last
we have confirmed.
last text I gotta send out.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. We're
This is
as
great.
we are preparing. Alicia, how was your day?
It was a very
Mm.
beautiful day.
Yeah.
Magical.
Scale of 1 to
Yeah.
5.
A 5 and a half.
Wow!
wow.
Wow!
God,
Wow!
Just a little
Wow.
bit over the limit. Just
Wow.
a tiny bit. So it wasn't
Aaron,
out of
Beyond
control.
limits.
Aaron.
I am also going to say a 5. It was a beautiful way to spend the day, and we just received abundance of time and abundance of joy, and
I love that.
it was a
What about
fabulous
you,
day.
Aaron?
Yes.
It was good. It was a good day.
You
it
have
was
a braid.
It was a 5. I have a whole braid.
I have a whole braid.
I'm very excited about it. It's gonna come into play literally
Yes.
later. So it was
Right.
a solid
Literally into
5.
play.
5.
Continue to watch.
Great food,
Yes.
great company,
Ugh,
great
sunshine.
sunshine.
Mm.
Mhm,
water.
mhm.
All the essential things.
All the essential things. Derek,
Yes.
Yeah.
how was your
what'd you-
day?
It was good. Had to go to work, and
Mm.
my tasks were easy enough that nothing too crazy went on, and
That's great.
didn't get stuck anywhere, which was good because that couldn't happen today. And then
No, we had to be here.
Yeah. We had
and now I'm here,
plans.
so it's
And
it's
now
been
we're
a great
here.
day.
If
And
you had
let's-
Been a
to
great
rate
day.
it from like a
Oh.
0 to a 5, 5 being like wow, and 0 being like where would you go?
I'd say today was like a 3, but now I'm
Hmm.
here, so it's more like a 5.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Oh, dolphin noises
Yes.
are coming in.
It was, yes. Minimized dolphin noise.
Yeah.
Minimize.
Am I on your show or am you on my show?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unclear. We're not
I
sure.
don't know.
We're not-
I'm gonna go ahead and get us started then into the game. I don't, people come if they come. If not,
When they come.
they're not having
Not
a
if.
good enough
They're
time.
coming.
They will.
Oh,
See you soon,
Yes.
and see you already
See you
here
so soon.
Mhm.
yes.
if you're here
See you real
thank
soon.
because you're here.
We appreciate you.
Here comes our producer.
Are we good, producer?
It
We're
sounds
doing
good.
this?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I just wanted
He's
to confirm with
approved.
you that now that we're all communicating, it sounds good.
Yeah, we
Welcome
got
back to
producer.
another episode of Geckos and Grottos. Today I am joined by the lovely ladies of Stop Thinking, Start Doing. Welcome. I appreciate
thank
you
you.
all
Wow.
being here.
Thank you.
This has
Alicia
been
on
work in
the
progress for
on
a
my
couple
far
years.
left is a cast member of Geckos and Grottos, so she is a hybrid, bringing the girls from Stop Thinking, Start Doing over.
Yes. Our blend, our mesh.
Thank you.
We're gonna get
Mashup.
today started with some introductions. I'll start. My name is Derek, and I will be playing the game master today for these 3 lovely ladies. And now introduce yourself, your name, your character's name, and then the special random trait about your character. What can they do?
Okay. So
Mhm.
hi, I'm Alicia, and I will be playing Haley Gailey, and she is a weather witch, so she can do random weather effects.
Beautiful. Thank you for that format that I can now
Yes.
follow.
Mhm,
Hi, my name's Mary. My character is Gaia Greenwood. She's an earth witch whose hair connects with the ground, a la Avatar style, to
Blue avatars.
Blue Avatar style to move some stuff with the planet.
Love that. I am Erin, and I play Ella Ember, who is a fire alchemist witch. And I have a fire cape that gets activated via interpretive dance.
Ooh, love
Ah,
Love
Love
it.
it.
Love that.
Love it. Great. On that note, we are going to go ahead and dive into the story, which, of course, I didn't bring over.
Oh, not the
Alright.
Post-it note.
We got the post-it note.
We got the
Post-it
Post-it
note.
note.
Post-it note.
Phew.
Give a little background info real quick. The way we do things on Geckos and Grottos, if you're not aware, it is generally pulled from cards, and we kind of go off of that. Today being a special episode, I didn't create a random setting or plot, but I did give myself the 15 minutes that I usually like to give myself to come up with the whole story, to keep it kind of random and flowy and not too serious. Because if I write too much, we can go forever, or I won't get to everything. So I try to write just the little bits that I need. So that's what I'm going off of today. And I'm going to get you guys into our starting scene. We open with Haley Gailey's fire. What is the name of her?
Force field.
Right. The name of your
Fire
Food
truck.
diner, your food truck. Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot its name.
Force field foods.
Our producer says it's Forcefield Foods.
Thanks, producer.
So we are in space, traveling through the cosmos, and we see Haley Gailey's Forcefield Foods truck blasting through the cosmos, looking for the next place to set up shop so that she can sell her fabulous food items and put on a good dinner show with her fire ferret Forcefield. Meanwhile, on the ship, I almost called you Alicia instead of Haley. Haley is jamming out to some music while drifting through space. What is the song that she's listening to?
Oh, she's listening to "Blessings" by Chance the Rapper.
Mm.
Excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
It's
Mhm.
an
Haley
excellent
Gailey's
song.
How's it
has
go?
good
Yeah.
taste.
'Cause I don't know
Are
it.
you
ready for your blessings?
Nice.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for your miracles?
And then
And then
repeat that a bunch.
That's a
Uh-huh.
lot.
Beautiful,
A
beautiful.
lot.
Thank you.
So you're jamming, listening to Blessings,
Yeah.
drifting through the cosmos. What is Forcefield up to?
So Forcefield and I are now working on, we've already established our performance together. Now we are working on slam poetry performance.
Ooh.
So
wow.
Haley
Goals.
Gailey is reciting poetry and Forcefield is interpretive poetry explaining.
That's great.
Yes.
So
Internalizing the words and bringing it to life.
beautiful.
Yes. We're working on it. We're new to it. We're starting out.
So Haley Gailey is
Yeah.
doing all of that
Yes.
and traveling through space, looking for the next stop. And while she's listening to her favorite tunes on the radio, she starts to get some interference on the radio, some static.
Oh, no.
The channels start kind of changing on their own, which isn't super out of the ordinary. You kind of, used to beating up your truck to get it to work the way you need it to. But this is definitely, you get like an odd feeling about this. And as it's cycling through the channels and going through and playing different songs, eventually it comes to a stop, and you hear a familiar voice come over your speakers, and the voice is of who you know as Severus Snaps, the your caretaker for or your AI rather for the MVBI, and he reaches out to you and he says, "Haley Gailey, I need your help."
Severus, did you know that I was working on poetry? Because I appreciate your snaps there. I have been really working on, Forcefield and I are doing this poetry combination, and I really think your snaps could really add to the whole performance.
No, Haley, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know that you're on call for the MVBI, but I need your help. I can't reach any of the other agents. Udumbu is out doing something. Tinker is...
Oh, well, you shouldn't have reached out to Tinker. So,
well, he's incapacitated in another mission that I sent him to. He was sent to hell. You are Southern. You, I like how
listen,
you reach across
guys.
the You're on camera. And you're like,
it's been
we
a
can
while
all see
since
the
I
lies
played
now.
Haley Gailey.
Haley Gailey is
You
Southern.
didn't know it. The Southern accent was fake. I know that.
Oh,
I
you're
know.
letting everybody down.
No, I know.
So yeah,
I was
Severus
that
is like,
sounds
what
like-
what happened to your accent?
Oh, I have a cold.
Anyway, there's an anomaly, and you happen to be closest by to said anomaly. It seems to be a break in space time, and we could really use an agent of your status to go check it out.
I'm not like on the banned list. I thought after last time.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Put me in, coach.
So he sends you the coordinates, and they reach your ship as it's blasting through space, and you punch in those coordinates, and you begin to fly in a new direction. You are flying through space,
One
and
might say
you
onward and upward.
you're the static and everything that was on your radio starts to get worse, and your lights start to kind of flicker in and out. Force field runs over to you and kind of hops up on your shoulder, getting sensing something's obviously not right in the atmosphere of your food truck. And you begin to slow pace, and you see a ripple in space, and you can see that you're coming close to the target. It's just kind of out in the middle of space. There's no planet near you. There's nothing really there, and you're looking closely at it. When you start to see it kind of spark and grow, can you, well, I guess I will make this for you because I have all the dice. You're purple. So what you're doing is I'm going to see if you can spot the danger check and see how well you do that. So you see that it's beginning to grow and get wildly out of control, and you successfully you realize this is dangerous. I can't let this touch my ship, and you start to put on the brakes and try to make a U-turn to get away from it. Unfortunately, the strength and rate that it is growing at expands too quickly, and you're unable to get away from it in time, even with your deft movement of the food truck. And your food truck soon becomes engulfed in this radiant, brilliant energy and light that you've never seen before. But it's beautiful. You see all different kinds of colors, reds, greens, blues, oranges, every color that you can imagine on the spectrum. And it engulfs the whole ship as you begin to see the space around you kind of start to disappear. And suddenly the whole ship becomes enveloped in this light, and you realize that you can't see where you're at anymore. Your instruments are all going all over the place, like your not musical instruments, but well, there's probably some musical instruments going wild too, but like they're directional instruments and things like that to navigate. And you blip out of space, and there's an empty void where you once were floating through space. And have you ever seen like a cartoon or anything like that where they represent somebody falling through like time, and it's like kind of crazy, and there's like it's usually like in black and white stripes everywhere, and they're like spiraling and whoa, and they're getting stretched and contorted.
I'm imagining.
So that's what's happening to you, and you see like you see a guy whiz by on a clock. You see one of the crazy nuns swing by from Magic Mike's book, and he's like, "Haley Gailey, hello!" And he's swimming by, and you see all these fantastical things. When suddenly you stop, and you kind of hit you feel like you hit like a rock, Earth. And you come to a sudden stop, and you crash. And when the light dissipates, you can see outside of your window, your front window, the whole world that you're in now. You're on a planet now. You're somewhere, somewhere.
But it doesn't look like Earth.
Doesn't look like Earth to you right now. I'm gonna have you take a closer look. You take a closer look. You realize you're not on Earth anymore, and
it doesn't look like Earth.
So right now it's just you and the force field. You just crash landed on this alien planet. You don't know where you're at. It's definitely not Earth. That's all you know. What do you do, having just crash landed?
I get out of my food truck.
Okay, you open the door.
Mhm.
It slowly opens, and you
Can I breathe out there? How do I check this?
Yeah, you just try to breathe.
That sounds dangerous.
There, you can tell. So there are plants, like there are
Okay.
like plant growth and things like that. You can see
is
trees.
Promising.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
So I
think
can
you can
breathe.
breathe.
I take out. Me and Force Field are outside of the food truck.
Okay, and you take in the scenery around you, and there's all kinds of fantastic, wild-shaped trees of various colors, and what looks like candy growing out of the ground in some places. And it's a really whimsical place that you find yourself in. And that's when you turn around and you look where you take in fully, like for the first time, what happened? Where did I go? And you turn, you look at your food truck to make sure it's okay. And you see 2 feet sticking out from the bottom of
Oh,
your
no.
craft.
Those feet weren't there before.
So soon you find yourself completely surrounded by a group of people, and we're just gonna go ahead. The game gives it always the same. It's on camera. You can see that was random. And what did I describe? I described
A group.
fantastical
Yeah.
colors and
whimsical
candy
trees.
growing out of the ground. And you are approached. You see a whole group of people of various types, and you are approached by one particular person who comes up to you and says, "Oh no, the Candyland Queen Frostine, the blue bitch with the big blue stick! You crushed her! What did you do?"
I don't know. I landed here.
"You crushed our queen! You crushed the Candyland Queen! What are we going to do?" And everybody's like crying and very clearly upset.
Am I gonna get arrested?
"You just might. We are going to have to take you to court. We're going to have to take you to see the witches. Come with me right away." What do you do?
I mean, what are my options here? I'm kind of surrounded. I don't think I can do anything. I have to go with them.
Okay, so you just concede and go with them.
I think that's the best
And
bet.
you're surrounded by a bunch of different people holding like candy canes that are sharpened to a point, and
Barbarian.
lollipops that are cut like to a jagged edge.
Okay.
And they kind of like start poking you in the
Oh
back and
my
like nudging you
gosh.
to move.
Yeah,
So
well,
they
then I'm gonna go.
they usher you they usher you to a big gingerbread house, and it says "Home of the Witches" on it. And they stop before it, and they point and they gesture at the door, and they say, "Well, go in."
Do I knock? Do I just do they know that I'm coming? Should I have made an appointment?
"No, you don't need this is to bring your judgment down upon you. Go in and see the sisters."
Yeah, but I feel like I'm already off on the wrong foot. So, like, should I knock? Should we have booked something
Like,
in advance?
all of the Candyland villagers look at each other, like the guys with like the weapons, and they're like, "What is she?" And they like point their weapons back at you, like, "Go in! What are you doing? Do you think this is?
All
You think you have the chance?"
I'm going. So she opens the door.
Okay, so you open the door, and Aaron and Mary, what does the inside of the witch sisters' house look like?
That's us, it seems like.
Mhm.
It appears that we're the witch sisters.
Mhm.
Do you want to go back and forth and like I'll say one like an aspect of a
I love
house
it.
and then you say another one?
I love
Okay.
it.
It's a greenhouse.
Mhm, mhm,
Your
mhm.
turn.
She goes, "It's green." Next.
Wait, a greenhouse or like a greenhouse?
The glass one.
Yes.
Oh, cool,
yes,
cool. I love
yes.
that.
Made
So it's filled
of
with plants.
Made of gingerbread.
Made of gingerbread.
I like it.
That's cool.
I like it. Okay. So then at the center of this house is the hearth.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. And all of our furniture is made out of plants.
I
Mhm.
love that. I love
Mhm.
that.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of sweet plants like sugarcane and sweet gum,
Okay.
and things that are just naturally growing, and that is what creates our structure of the inside.
Cool.
Do you need more?
No, that's good. That's
Great.
perfect. I got a
Cool.
good image.
That's
I
all
think
I had.
the viewers have a good image of what that is.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
so you walk in and you see this, and then the only thing I'm going to add in is that you are both sitting in great big chairs made of plants.
Great.
And each of the chairs represent who you are. And right now, you see Haley Gailey walk in, and Haley Gailey says,
You're the witches?
What's up, witch?
Oh, hey, sis.
Hi. I thought I was gonna get in trouble because I killed Frostina. I don't.
Oh no.
I
mean-
so you guys are just presented with the evidence for the first time. She just admitted to killing Frostina, and you
Oh.
guys are
Well, hold on,
the
hold on.
chief
Did you do it on
justices
pur-
of
Did you do it on
Candyland.
purpose?
Listen,
Like, what was your
I'm
intention?
here's where we're going with this. Well, first of all, hi, nice to see you guys.
Hey, it's been a minute.
It's been okay, so I have a food
Welcome to
truck.
Candyland.
I perform with my fire ferret, Force Field.
Mhm.
It's Force Field.
Hey, first of all.
Hey.
Double F. Yeah, we're working on a slam poetry combination. If you guys would like to see it, we can.
You really
So
put
does the
slam in
slamming
post.
start with slamming on Frostina? Because like, is that like the
Oh,
advertising for
wow.
the planet? Because like,
didn't really
I
see that coming.
appreciate like you trying to come and like share this to
Mm.
here, but like also like, what she do to you?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
some
okay.
dedication to your craft. But like, did she even pay for a ticket?
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
I'm really seeing how this is coming together now. Okay, so I was falling through the sky,
Huh.
and then
Seems
when I
convenient.
opened my doors, I walked outside and then turned around, and there were feet underneath my truck.
Mhm.
So, was it me? No.
Mm,
Was
Or
it
was
my
it-
truck?
Not you.
Could have been, right? Was she in wrong place, wrong time?
Mm.
I think that's where we should stop with this.
Real quick
Mhm.
before we continue,
Mhm,
for our viewers,
mhm.
what are we looking at? What is Haley like? What do you look like?
Mm.
Well, describe your what are you wearing, or
Got it.
what does your character look
Yes.
like? Your ponytail, you got to bring that in, or what
It's not a
does your
ponytail.
cape look like?
Yes.
Yeah,
Who
okay.
are
Got
you
it.
Who are
wearing?
you wearing?
That's-
Who
yeah.
am I wearing?
Who in the candy lands are you wearing?
Got it. I am sitting on my plant throne
Mm.
with long hair
Mhm.
in a braid that's really long, kind of like this. I'm not wearing I'm wearing clothes, and they're
Yes.
comfortable.
I think like a
Give it-
pantsuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a jumpsuit, honestly. I'm wearing
Mhm.
a
And
jumpsuit
hoops.
and big golden hoops.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What color is your outfit? Like if you had to pick like a palette.
It's like a charcoal gray.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm,
Great.
mhm.
Great.
Blends in well with like the deep green tones of the earth, and my hair
Oh.
is this color brown.
Very complimentary.
Mhm, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah,
Lovely,
it is.
lovely,
And I'm not
lovely.
wearing shoes. I'm never wearing shoes.
Ooh, yes.
Never
always
So are your
wearing
feet
this.
like dirty?
No,
Like
covered in dirt and
miraculously,
mud?
they're like
Yeah, no.
always not
Clean.
dirty, but
Yeah.
I'm very grounded.
Yeah.
So even if you're walking through mud, they
No.
never get
Clean.
dirty.
No, it's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
They're
amazing.
like water resistant. Like
yeah,
water just like peels off.
yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, that's what you see when
Mm.
you look at me.
And and your character's name again was
Gaia Greenwood.
Guy
Mhm,
Greenwood.
Gaia Greenwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Ella.
Ella Ember has a fire cape, but not like Doctor Strange. It's more of like a skirted cape that I can like whoosh, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Oh,
Lasso
cool.
it a little
add into
bit.
the drama
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, I'm going for more of like a golden yellow into like a sienna red, like
Mm.
faded look feel.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
feeling that.
I love it.
I love
and-
that for you.
Mhm.
Haley Gailey's been described in previous episodes, but for any new
Yes.
listeners, what are they looking at?
Yes, Haley Gailey has a floppy purple hat, and we're gonna put her in. I'm feeling with the summer vibes. We're in the Candyland. She's gonna be in a purple romper today.
Nice.
Purple
Very
romper.
comfortable. sucks to go to the bathroom because you have to take
mhm.
the whole thing off.
Mhm.
However, cute off the
process.
shoulder, maybe
Mhm.
some ruffles.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you look good.
So,
Dressing for the weather. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
in behind Haley walks one of the guards. He's a little guy with a very long spear candy cane, and he jabs it kind of like softly into her side. And he says,
Ah.
"So, what is her sentence? What do we do with her?"
Hmm.
Wait a second. You guys are getting kind of chummy. I take it. Do you guys know each other? Wait, do you know the witch sisters? And he pokes at Haley Gailey.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the witch sisters. So
The missing witch. The missing witch. And he like runs out, and like you just hear like a bunch of small voices suddenly gather up to a large mass. There's so many of them. And he's just like, the missing witch. And it just like expands.
does it automatically get printed in like newspapers? Like I'm
Oh,
imagining
they're already
somebody
working
is
on it.
on the
Yeah,
It's
there's
being
somebody-
projected
Here's-
into the sky.
Yeah.
Haley Gailey.
Come on,
missing
come
witch
on.
has
The
The
come
missing
home
witch.
A plane
Uh-huh.
is going by
with
with
a
a
banner on
banner.
the back.
There's a giant that walks through the town who lives there. He's one of the, not everybody in Candyland is short.
There's
They're-
also an email blast.
they're all different sizes. And there's a giant, and
People going live. with their
and they
IG
walk
stories.
through.
Yeah.
They're walking through and
Being
throwing
live streamed on
flyers
YouTube.
across the town.
Yes.
The missing witch is back. The missing witch. So that's all going on outside. So we're not gonna kill her. Back inside the house. So she like
it sounds like I
kinda
don't-
pokes at her a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds.
But
like
you
I-
killed our queen, Frostine.
It kind of like, to be honest, like Frostine was like the like, what's that word? Usurper, who's trying to
Mm.
overthrow the witch sisters.
Mm.
So now we're back, and
Yeah, I feel like I maybe
Guess
did
who's
you guys a
back?
favor. so
yeah,
Back again.
you're welcome.
tell a friend. Haley's back.
We did call her the bitch with the big blue stick.
I
It's not a
mean,
very positive connotation to begin
no.
with. That was her whole title. She insisted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just kind of went with it. So you're saying it's a good thing she's dead?
Yeah, I mean, if you were known as the bitch with the big blue stick, how do you think people would feel about you?
I mean, they'd probably be intimidated by me and the
Yeah, so that's
power
why I
that I
had to
hold
kill
and
her
the
with
big
my
blue
food
stick.
truck. So
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident,
okay.
Mm.
and
I mean, like, we hope
Mhm.
that she rests in peace
yes,
and stays resting.
Well,
Mm.
wish her well.
and he turns around and he walks back out, and you hear again the small group of voices grow into as they're all whispering, Frostine is dead. Long live the witches. And they start spreading that through the land. And now the giant's throwing new flyers out. The witches are back. The witches are back. And everyone's throwing a party. They just kind of do whatever the person in charge says to do. And they kind of go with that. They're pretty good at it. Very efficient.
Nice.
And that is when Fire Ferret comes running.
Forcefield.
Forcefield comes running up to
Mm.
you.
Mm.
And she has your phone from the truck,
Oh, okay.
and it's ringing, and it's Severus Snaps on
Oh,
the
okay.
phone. Do you pick it up?
Yeah. Hi, Severus.
He's Haley, you went missing for a little bit on our beacon. Where did you go? Are you okay?
Yeah, I ended up finding my sisters and killing blue bitch stick lady. I don't know. But I'm okay. They're not gonna kill me. Don't know how I'm gonna help you with anything though, because I don't know where I am.
On our sensors, the anomaly is still growing, and it seems that your GPS system points you in the right direction. You
Oh,
are
so we're close.
it seems that way. We have triangulated the event to your coordinates nearby. They
So is
seem
there
to go
anything we
down
should
some
be,
sort
like-
of long road and end in a
Oh.
castle-ish looking area.
Okay. So follow the long road.
Yes, if you can find a long road, I'd follow it. Try to do some recon and get some more information. Maybe you can find the source of the anomaly. It's growing pretty rapidly. We should probably stop and reverse it as soon as possible.
Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna tell them this information
He
and
hangs up.
wow. Okay. Well, guys, just got a call. Do you guys have like a long road here? He said.
You do.
Yeah. Is it like you know which one I'm talking about? It's yellow.
And red and blue and green and purple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. It's got all those colors.
It's like a rainbow road, maybe?
Oh.
Oh, so you know the road that he was talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to follow that road, and it's going to lead us to something scary. That's all I
Mhm.
got. I don't. He talks, and sometimes I zone out, so I figure that's probably what it is.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right. I mean, adventure. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah, for
So you guys
good
are just gonna
friends.
leave us all here without a queen and without the witches? You're going down the Rainbow Road. That's the most dangerous road in the entire land of Candyland.
I mean, is there something that you can share to assist on our journey?
Well, of course I can. They didn't make me sheriff of Candyland for no reason. And the tiny sheriff with the big candy cane says, "Follow me." And he leads you guys to what would be the beginning of the Rainbow Road. He's like, he looks kind of back at you two. He's like, you were like our leaders for a little bit before the queen overthrew you, the usurper, you call her. I'm surprised you don't know about this. And I'm telling you for the first time.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. I mean, it is what it
Thanks,
is, I
bud.
guess. Well, at the end of the Rainbow Road, it is foretold that the great wizard lives at the end of the road. The great wizard of the Galees, which I think you guys should know. That's like your family, right? Like the Gailey Coven. Like I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We don't
and
talk about him much.
I was going to say, who's asking?
I mean, I was asking a little bit. You don't think you don't remember like this was a role I just did for Haley.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem strange to you that they changed their names,
Okay.
their last names, because they should be Gailey sisters, but they clearly changed their names. As you haven't changed your name yet, but you have separated yourself from
So like
the
Gaia
Gailey Coven.
Gailey and Ella Gailey.
This was their original names,
Okay.
yes, when they were your
And now
sisters.
they have covers.
Well, no, they just changed their names. It's not covered.
Okay.
Unless it is a
They've
cover.
moved on.
We went into witness protection.
Oh,
Yeah.
from the family.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just kept it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I see why you did it though.
So to catch you guys up on a little bit of background to
Yeah.
assist you in your role playing, this is a treat for the live show. This will probably get edited out, but the Gailey Coven is right now kind of on the uprising as the dominant power in the universe, since there was a power void left when we destroyed the previous guy in charge, which was Tinker's dad. Now Haley's dad has stepped into that void and has started filling it. And at first they were looking for the Zigga which they couldn't get. Magic Mike protected it with his within the book, and they sought to recruit Haley back. And the reason the Haley Coven, it's actually kind of just ran poorly by the head witch or warlock, which was your father. And all the brothers and things like that have just been kind of on the prowl and hunt for power and ways to improve their own power and strength and grow their numbers. And it seems here on this Candyland that at the end of the Rainbow Road there is a castle, and in that castle is where you may find the Gailey Coven leader, your father. So that much you just found out from the little guy about the.
Thanks for that recap, little guy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring you up to speed for why the Gailey Coven is bad and why you don't want to be associated with them anymore. They have been doing nothing but bad things since the father took charge.
Hence the witness protection, you know?
Yeah.
So now that you're caught up to speed.
Thanks, little guy.
Yeah, no problem. So you guys need to take the Rainbow Road, right? Here's what I can tell you about the Rainbow Road. And he starts digging through a bag as he's explaining to you. He says, to get to the end, to get through the Rainbow Road, there are 3 challenges that you have to overcome. There are the challenge of what I have here, fire and courage, the challenge of earth and intellect, and the challenge of wind and heart. These 3 challenges must be completed before you're even allowed to gain entrance into the great and powerful castle of the Galeys. So that much I can tell you. And he starts like hucking things out of the bag. And he's like, no, this is what I'm looking for. And he comes out with 3 things. And I'm going to pull cards here for you. And let me get back into this. Is this randomized? I don't think so. So.
Do a dance while he does that.
Do, 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 do. He reaches out of his bag and he hands to Ella, the fire witch, a lava lamp.
Mm.
You can write this down if you want, because I would usually put this on a card and hand it to you, but you're way over there.
You get to keep a lava lamp.
It's made with real, very cool looking lava. And when you, if you want to break it open, you can burn somebody with it.
Oh.
So that is an item you have now. Oop, there's a bug over here. Oh, this is a fitting item. It. Our criticism. No, it generally speaking, our shows, especially my stories, start off a little bit with the world building, and then we go right through towards the end. So once the challenge is starting to get to the end, it'll be there. Trust me. It usually takes, I think we try to get like up to about an hour 45-ish. I don't know where we're at now. Somebody, so the next person, Gaia, gets Dorothy's red slippers. Teleports you back to your home if you want to use those. And then, which was submitted to us by John. And then the other card was submitted to us by Timothy. And then the last one is for Haley. You get some pickle flavored Oreos.
Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
Do with those
Sorry,
as you
girls.
will.
Ugh.
And that was submitted to us by Mamito.
Thanks, Mamito.
Yes.
I hate pickles though.
So he hands you those items. He says, you might need these in the trials. So he opens up the gate and he kind of
Can't wait to
ushers you
see what I
forward,
need for
and he
pickles
shows you the
flavored
way
Oreos.
to the Rainbow Road. The Rainbow Road, you see it, you take it in. It's like made out of like crystal, and it's beautiful and reflective and refractive, and doing all of these beautiful little light tricks on the trees and on the wildlife and growth, and it looks great and beautiful. And you begin your journey down the Rainbow Road towards your first trial, which is of fire and courage.
Mm.
As you're on your way to the first challenge, you begin to see the area around you change. The road is still beautiful and it is still a rainbow, but the area around you becomes more grim and less happy and less Candyland, and more kind of burnt and kind of what you would get from the feeling of fire, but in a negative way, like the negative things about fire. And you come up to a sign that says Challenge 1 of Courage and Fire.
I think this is where we should start, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, start at the very beginning. It's a very
good
good place to start.
Yeah. I
Sounds
appreciate
good.
the signage.
Yeah.
Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
We always
Mhm.
love a good clear sign.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So do you proceed?
Mhm.
We agree.
continue
We
on.
agree.
All right.
Yeah.
So you step foot past the sign, and everything, you kind of hear like a chime, like you've just pressed a button and activated something. And the world around you kind of seals itself off. Like you can't see behind you anymore. All you can see is this kind of like arena-ish area in front of you.
Oh,
Are we in the
And-
Hunger Games? Good thing we have our
No.
Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah.
And we see I don't know if I'm supposed to. So Mary wrote this card.
I did.
Yes, this is the Zazu card.
Oh,
But
uh-huh.
on one side it says Zazu,
Yeah.
and on the other side it says only talking in an Australian accent. trying
is
to
it-
sell hot dogs.
Is
Is that the
Zazu
character?
in an Australian accent?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's Zazu the bird from The Lion King
So-
talking in an Australian accent trying to sell hot dogs.
So flying down, that's fine. It's good. I'm the one that has to run with that.
In an
That's
arena,
funny.
I don't know, people could be hungry.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
We
So
haven't-
flying
You just hit the hot
it,
dog
with
man on
a
the
hot
Delaware
dog
River.
stand in tow into the arena, you see a beautiful colored bird. He's
Yeah.
blue with a great big beak. And you recognize him as Zazu Gailey, one of the
Oh my God.
brothers of the family.
Oh, okay. Okay. bless you.
And
Do we,
he
do we
comes
share
down.
the same parents?
Yes. Same
I
as
think-
Fishbowl
I think he was
Gailey and
cursed.
Lance Bass Gailey.
Oh
and-
yes.
yes.
Okay.
So the brothers you've
We have
dispatched.
such a
them-
large family.
Oh,
y'all.
it's a very
Yes,
large
We
family.
do.
The Gailey coven has grown quite a bit.
It's part of our problem.
Hello. What brings you all here? That's a little bit British in there, but we'll
You're
get
great,
we'll
you're
we'll,
great,
we'll get
keep
in there.
going.
It'll fall into place. It's okay.
Zazu, what are you doing here?
Well, you see, I'm on the challenge, and you know, it's a man, this is tough. I'm trying to stick in it.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
You're
Keep going.
Hey,
Keep
so
going.
great.
Trying to sell you these hot dogs. Macca's didn't want them. They thought I was a loon for that. But do you want some hot dogs?
You know what? I always appreciate a good snack, like especially at the start of a journey.
Mhm.
So, like, I mean, we always got to grab some grub. This might be
Yeah.
a
Oh,
good
I'm-
opportunity.
I'm supposed to stop you all. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to stop you from proceeding. I'm the challenge here. I
Oh.
guess you're trying to go see Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zazu, we are. We are.
Guess you can't wait to be king, huh? Well,
Wow.
I can't let that happen. So,
So maybe we should pass on the hot dogs if Zazu's.
I mean,
not
if
gonna
you want
let
to buy
us,
some hot
like-
dogs after, but for now, I think and he like throws a string of hot dogs at the three of you, and I'm gonna roll for you guys to see if you can dodge out of the way of the hot dogs.
Did we dodge?
Okay, everyone dodges except for Haley. You get hit by a hot dog.
Oh.
Really?
No.
No.
Um,
Oh no!
it's right in
I
your
don't
mouth.
want
a wiener to
The meme of the just hot
Um,
dogs.
For intensive purposes, you guys all have 10 hit points. So
Okay,
it's a
great.
small number to keep track of. That's how we do it across
I
the board for
get
everybody. Yes, you got hit for two
Damaged by the
Two
hot dogs?
2 hit points.
2 points for a hot.
It hit you right in the mouth.
That seems rude.
What do you do after he throws the hot dogs at? We'll just kind of go in
Fire
order.
Ferret is attacking the shit out of Zazu.
Okay. What does
Yeah.
Fire Ferret do?
Fire Ferret. Oh wait. Okay, Fire Ferret.
You can draw a
And-
card and mix it in if you want.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Let's go. Double F.
We're gonna see.
Fire ferret.
Force field.
Force
Fire
field, the
ferret.
fire ferret.
So, Force Field and I, we are upset with Zazu because nobody throws hot dogs at
At your
illegally.
face.
Yes. So to make Zazu disoriented and throw off his hot dog throwing ability, Haley throws Fire Ferret up in the air, and Fire Ferret starts going in a circle,
Mm-hmm.
and it creates a mist around Zazu,
Mm.
and Zazu is disoriented
Okay.
of the mist.
Okay,
from the
that's good.
mist.
So this mist surrounds Zazu from force field.
It's like a combination.
So you're like
Yeah.
casting some magic around
Yeah,
force field
force
as,
field's like
as he dissipates
contained. Yeah,
the
yeah.
mist. And Zazu's where'd you go? I can't sell you hot dogs if I can't see you. And he's like flapping his wings. He's trying to clear the mist. Gaia, what do
Yeah.
you do?
Is this when I take? a
You can,
card?
yeah, if that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaia does want to do that. Also
Okay,
known as-
Cool.
so Gaia's going on the offensive.
Yeah, guys, like Gaia and Banana the butterfly always
Mhm.
show up with curb stomp energy, so they're ready
Mm,
to like
yes.
fuck
Curb
some
stomping
shit
butterfly.
up. Yep. So
And take, like I said, take your time to read it and decide what
Mhm.
you want to do with it. If you need to read it to me and I can help you,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
So Gaia summons her inner Willow Smith, her favorite song, Whip My Hair Back and Forth, and she whips her long braid and it connects to the earth beneath her. And all of a sudden it opens up a huge earthquake, and the earthquake breaks out, and she says, "So long, little bro," and Zazu gets sucked right in it.
Get sucked into the earth.
Yeah,
Mhm.
into the earthquake.
Oh my
'Cause it
goodness.
broke out. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Zazu roll to get out of the way, because of the nature of that, it seems pretty hard to be targeted. He does not.
Mm.
And I'm going to have him take some damage. Wow. It does a huge amount of damage.
Okay.
Zazu gets sucked
job.
into
Thanks.
Zazu
Yeah.
gets sucked into the earth and is kind of
And
getting
banana.
shredded up by just the sheer power of the earthquake,
Mhm.
leaving him in a precarious situation. Now that it is Ella's turn,
Mm.
what does she do
Mm.
to maybe finish off this challenge of courage to fight your
Fire and courage.
Fire and
brother
courage.
Zazu?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Zazu always loved to just talk, and I'm ready again. I'm still stuck on that snack, so I think we're gonna be enjoying a little crispy bird in a minute.
Yeah, I think we kill Zazu and then we steal the hot dog
Yeah.
and just walk it
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
sunset.
And then
eating
we
some.
learn like how Zazu even started to get into this industry. And I wonder if like maybe he ordered these from like a meat magazine or
Oh,
something.
could have been
Yeah.
premium Wagyu hot dogs.
Wagyu hot dogs. Anyway, sis, how do you finish
Ella,
it
what
off?
are you gonna do?
Come on, Ella.
It's difficult to read these. I apologize.
That's my handwriting,
Mhm.
probably. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
No, that's okay. So in order to support my sisters in this journey of courage, I break out into a fire spin dance, where it spins and spreads a fire outward, damaging Zazu and healing to allies. So
Yes, that's
and
So I think
so I send a little
Yeah.
healing energy back towards Haley as I finish off cooking Zazu to a crisp, and then I just come back and pass on hot dogs, because like now we got our snack for this journey, guys. Like
Yeah.
so.
done, first one challenge. We're here. We're done.
Zazu gets caught up in the flames from your
The spin.
brilliant dance
Yeah,
as you
beautiful,
finish
beautiful.
spinning.
beautiful. Haley
Um,
and Gaia are
just the performance alone
the
is enough
performance alone was
to heal
breathtaking.
Yeah.
Haley.
I'm
So
throwing roses. I don't.
I'm gonna keep track of your
I'm
health here.
Growing roses
Oh,
and
yes.
you're throwing them.
Gaia is connected to the earth and is growing
growing
roses, and I'm plucking them.
Mhm.
Beautiful,
and-
beautiful. Thank you.
And
thank you.
Banana the butterfly is dropping them,
Yeah.
and Force Field is also throwing them.
Yeah.
Great.
So
It's
it's
a
a
petal
yeah.
rainstorm.
Oh,
Zazu's
oh,
last
sorry.
breath, he whispers, "Oh, you'll never make it to father, and you couldn't handle the dogs." And he croaks, and finally a burnt crisp left over and very well done hot dogs are ready for the taking.
Nice.
So you guys have completed the first challenge of
With
courage
a
and
snack.
fire with fire,
with the
And a
snack.
snack.
and you gain one snack.
I'm
Haley, I'm
back
gonna
up to
have that
10.
snack bring you up to 10.
Okay.
And
Back
I'm
to
just gonna
10.
give you guys each a
Love it.
1 point buffer here. What are you doing, Gray? Looking through those bags for? So you
passed.
feel accomplished. You
Yes.
passed this first challenge.
We all
You feeling
high-five.
pretty mighty
Woo!
about it. Pretty powerful
Yeah.
and capable of anything from here. So
Always.
Sounds
You-
all right. Sounds all right.
you-
Accurate.
you begin. Oh, I had planned for this. I remember. You begin to travel down, and you see that burnt kind of ashy
my
area
lunch.
disappear. The arena area kind of opens up in front of you, so you're able to continue down the Rainbow Road, and the area goes back to kind of green trees, and then it starts to kind of turn
Are we
to
healing the earth? Is that
It-
what you're saying?
yes.
Oh.
And the green trees start to fade into Sorry, it's
And the gray
the
ghost
door
opens
just
the door.
opened. Oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't a ghost. Okay, it was gray.
It was a gray.
It was a gray.
So the trees start to give way to more earthy shapes and stones and rocks and mountains, and you find yourself in front of another sign, and this sign says challenge 2 of intellect and earth.
I appreciate the natural sequence
Mhm.
and the pattern that we just get to follow
Yes.
as we just follow along
Yeah.
It's
the
so great.
rainbow road.
The rainbow road.
Follow to our rainbow connections.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
So you are presented with the sign. This is challenge 2 of earth and intellect.
Yeah, I think this is the next one, guys.
Cool.
I think so too. Yeah, I
Cool.
think we should
Just
keep
keep
going.
on
I'm
going.
feeling
You
good.
walk a little bit
Mhm,
more,
mhm.
and there's another sign that says, "Are you sure?"
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
I
We just
feel
had
good.
a
You?
we just
Mhm.
refueled with some
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Mhm.
I'm full, but I'm not
Yes.
too full.
No, like
I'm like just right.
yes.
Yeah.
Sounds
There's
good.
room for activities if need be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You continue walking a little bit more, and there's another sign that says, "Are you positive?"
I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean we walked to sign 3, so I feel like we're pretty far.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty
I would
for
say that we
down.
are protons at this point. So
Great.
yes.
So you get to the final
We're
sign.
positive.
You people. So you get to this final sign,
Yeah.
and and a man that you didn't see standing behind the sign before walks out from around it, and it is a very handsome man with white hair, long, and he's got sort of a scar on his face, and he's gruff, muscular built. He's got 2 swords on his back, and
Witcher.
he turns and he looks at the
Oh,
3 of you, and he
no.
says, "Fuck."
Oh, I'm so excited.
I guess you found the second challenge.
Mhm.
It's me,
Oh no.
Geralt Gailey. You can call me today Geralt of Trivia. Your second challenge is of intellect.
Is that trivia? Are we gonna have to answer trivia
Oh, I'm
questions?
so
Geralt
excited.
of
All right,
trivia.
all right, let's go. Power ups, man. All the power ups.
Yeah.
I think we have some stashed away.
Are we really gonna have to answer trivia questions? Because I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Well,
protons over
that
there.
just sounds better. I'm really going to ask you some riddles.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Even
God.
better. You just did the whole room thing.
Oh.
Let's
better.
go.
All right.
So I'm going to, for this event, for this little thing,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick the riddles, hand pick. I'm going to randomly pick them through this page on my phone.
Okay.
So
Thank
let me
you
do
for-
that real quick.
Geralt pulls out his phone.
Yes.
Geralt
Hold
pulls out
on.
his.
Is he Geralt or Batman? I don't know. If there's...
We'll start off easy. Just for everybody else, these are riddles for kids. So we'll see how this goes.
I'm gonna start taking.
You
notes.
have 3 attempts to answer each of the riddles, one for
Oh.
each of you.
We can work together or no?
Yes, you can work
yes,
together.
Why
Yes.
would you
Yes.
ask such a
Yes.
thing?
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm just-
The
teamwork-
answer is
Teamwork
always
is,
yes.
of course, necessary.
Yeah.
the dream work, one might say.
One might say.
Fuck. So he says, nice. Oh, I love that. I love that. That was really cool. That's the first one. We just got a live entry for our card. Really
Thanks,
cool.
producer Tim.
Thank you, Mamito. So the first
Oh.
riddle. What word has 5 letters but sounds like it only has 1?
Q. Final answer.
The answer is Q.
Yes.
Congratulations. The second question, second riddle.
What word?
Gray didn't like that riddle. He grunted. This is another word-based
Most
one.
British thing ever. It's a letter with 4 letters behind it.
We're ready.
We're ready.
What word begins and ends with an E but only has 1 letter?
Mm.
Fuck.
I.
Now you have 2 more chances.
Oh,
What word begins and ends with an E but only has one letter? Like one letter total.
Envelope.
Ah,
Uh,
envelope.
You are correct.
nice job.
Yeah.
Trivia queen over here.
Woohoo!
It's not us.
We're just responding.
I
Yes.
realized
We will
the
voice her.
queen of
answer.
pun talks. I
Oh.
had that thought earlier.
Mm-hmm.
LOL.
Thanks for
And
that.
for your final question, the most difficult. Are you ready?
Kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we like power up?
If you can think of a clever way to use one of your cards, then
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Cool,
we
cool, cool.
sing, but
We sing to power up.
yeah.
Okay, sing.
Well,
Power up.
no, that's not how this works.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Sing, witches.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
Phantom.
Ask.
Mm-hmm.
A man was taking a walk outside when it started to rain. The man didn't have an umbrella, and he wasn't wearing a hat. His clothes got soaked, yet not a single hair on his head got wet. How could this happen?
Because he's bald.
It's bald.
Fuck. You got him right.
Yeah.
Woo! Our intellect is
Yes.
at it.
You are as intelligent as the earth itself.
Wow,
Ooh.
figure.
And for that, I have a reward for you before you continue your path down the Rainbow Road. And he gives you an item submitted by Dan Tuttle. Is that what I have here, producer? Yeah. Okay. And this is the eyeglasses of anti-seeing. So when these
Oh.
are worn, you can't see.
Can
That
we
is,
put them on an enemy?
Ooh.
you could, yeah, if you wanted
Okay.
to, however you decide you want to
All
use
right.
them.
We're
Cool.
gonna
I'm going to
those
put
in
them
our-
there if you want to reach for them.
They're in our pocket.
Okay.
Cool.
And then he gives you one more
Oh,
item.
two.
As a
Oh,
bonus
2
item.
items. Wow.
This is a Mamito item. You might want this for later.
Uh-oh.
It is the witch's used condom. He hands you that. He's like, I just really need somebody to throw it away for me. There's no trash cans around here, and I don't want to litter.
Oh no.
I mean, I appreciate the earth consciousness.
Earth
Yeah.
consciousness.
Mhm,
However,
mhm. Yeah, we gotta
take
work
care of
on
your
that
own
delivery.
shit.
Yeah.
Witcher. Or your
Gerald
own-
of Trivia.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it. You can have the glasses though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep that.
And he like kind of like steps out of the way, and he says, "Well,
For us
it was
to
a pleasure seeing you. Say hi to Dad." And he lets you go down the path.
Bye.
And the path again gives way from earth and mountains to trees yet again. And then it seems that you start to kind of go up on an incline. As the road takes you upwards, and there are no more trees and there are no more mountains except for the tops of them, as you are surrounded by clouds. And the air is blowing through all of your hair, and it looks
Oh, yeah.
magnificent as you're all
Yes.
walking
Naturally.
down
Mhm.
the catwalk that is the Rainbow Road.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all start
Catwalk.
voguing as you approach the third and
Our
final
third, yes.
challenge,
Wow, guys.
Wind
of-
and
Wind and Heart.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right. And you see your sign, and it says Challenge 3 of Wind and Heart. Do you proceed?
we proceed.
Yeah.
Proceed.
We're
We have proved that we have great courage.
Uh-huh.
We have proved our intellectual strengths.
yes.
Yep.
Now
Now-
we are ready to show up
With our heart.
open-hearted.
Mm.
Yes.
And as you walk forward onto this path, you are stopped by 3 figures on the path standing
Oh.
across from you.
Ruh-roh.
And they are give me a good 90s Valley Girl name. I feel like
Mm.
Becky is
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
Becky was.
Becky's
Becky.
where I go.
Yeah.
So
I was
like
thinking Britney,
so you see
yeah.
Becky Gailey,
Uh-oh. Not that bitch.
a 90s Valley girl who sells black hair care products. So like curly hair, natural hair products. Yeah.
Mhm.
You see the talking willow tree from Pocahontas.
Yes, Grandmother Willow.
grandmother Willow Gailey.
Grandmother
Oh,
Willow.
Graham. Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, but is she evil?
No, that's not necessarily true.
Well, Becky's evil. I can already tell you that right
Oh.
now.
Her name's
Becky.
Her name's Becky.
Becky.
Becky. Look
I think
at
Graham was
that
just like
tree.
trying to do her best, but like, maybe she had a son, aka our dad, who just like Warren Jeffs this shit and did some wild
Oh,
stuff.
no.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Mamita's making me work for this one. I have to Google because I'm terrible with pop culture people. Like my
Oh.
brain doesn't hold space for their
Oh,
names
no.
and things like that.
Oh boy.
That's
That's
This is
90%
getting
of
major.
Aaron's brain.
yeah. I'm here for the pop culture.
What?
While we have this moment, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm under a curse.
You are?
I am. It's called the Scorched Voice. So
yeah.
so this occurred. This was really like the final straw with the coven that like I was pushed beyond my power limits, and like the fire just started to consume me, and it was more of like a fated curse on myself. So I'm also trying to find a way to break this curse. So yeah, thanks for listening, because I got in. I tried out fire breath, but I was in like a really, really bad place. I was in like a really bad rage. So again, it started burning from the inside rather than going outward. Yeah. So Scorch Voice, I do not recommend. So I need a little more practice with that.
Got it.
Um,
Yeah.
The third figure is another Mamito submission. Chris Gaines, who I just did like crash research on.
Chris Gaines, like Joanna Gaines.
Chris Gaines is Garth Brooks' alter ego. It is. I just did. I had to do research on this because I had no idea. And Mamito, this is so weird. It was a character created for Garth Brooks to explore like his musical talents or something like that for a movie that's still not yet ever been made. That's what I gained from it. You can tell me if I'm right, Mamito.
Tell us in the comments.
Yes. But that's what my research told me.
Is this like a Star Is Born kind of like Chris Christopherson like kind of persona? Like I need that's where I'm gonna bring this.
It's Garth Brooks with bangs. Like that's what I get.
Okay.
Right. So it's Becky,
Grandma
Willow, and
Willow.
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines, yes.
Chris
Here's
Gaines
a
Gailey.
quick picture of him. It's
Oh,
like
that's
emo
scary.
Garth Brooks.
Wow.
I don't even know what to take from that.
Yeah, it's like Keith Urban, but not.
He explored music and
Not
stars,
bad,
far
yeah.
music success. So he
Like Keith Urban meets Chris
a rock
Angel.
persona, fictional rock persona.
Got it.
Like,
Yeah.
he does look a little bit like Chris.
Yeah,
Got
Chris
it.
Angel meets Keith Urban.
Okay.
Everyone is very mad at you right now.
For not knowing Chris Gaines? Is everyone just Mamito?
No.
I was gonna say, do you guys know?
I am sorry.
I am-
I just admitted I'm not great. I don't hold space for this type of stuff in my brain.
Yeah, but like I do.
Chris Gaines is a fucking saint.
Oh.
There's a rock edge thing.
Oh, a rock edge. Yeah, Derek.
Oh gosh.
It was-
Shame on me.
Chris Gaines was a rock edge thing. Like,
Shame
how did you
on
not
me.
know that?
Shame on me. It's okay if you kill him because I don't I don't know what to do.
I don't
with
know.
it.
I think
don't know.
the people would be pissed.
I don't know.
No.
They
Let's,
don't sound
nope,
happy.
give them what they want. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay. So you were stopped by these three figures and they sit across from
Yeah,
you.
we don't know how this.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. It's an emo Garth Brooks. I'm not really great with Garth Brooks either. I'm sorry, Mamito. Country music's not really my thing.
Thunder rolls.
So
I got plans in
it's
low
not a world that
places.
I've delved into.
That's about all I got.
Good. It's good engagement. Any type of engagement's good engagement.
I don't
So-
know if that's true.
Oh, lordy.
Becky approaches the three of you and she
Uh-oh.
looks you guys,
Okay.
the three of you up and down. Sisters,
Becky,
what are you doing here?
what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And she like pops some bubble gum. What do you mean? I'm here taking care. I am one of the last challenges because Father thought I was so important. I know that, Grandmother Willow is here and everything, and she used to be like real powerful, but she's just kind of gotten a little bit crazy. So Dad put her out here with me. Anyway, could I could, do you guys want to buy some hair products? I'm going Southern for some reason. It's
Great.
I tried to get rid of that part of me. I hate it. I hate it.
There's a lot
Anyway,
going on with
I
you,
have some
Becky.
hair products for you.
No, we don't want
Haley,
your
you
hair.
got curly hair, you
We
know?
don't want your hair products, Becky.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pack it
Becky,
up.
we're good.
Pack it up.
We're good.
Are you sure? Are you
Yeah.
This
sure?
you
sounds
don't
like a
want some?
wonderful opportunity for you and your family, but that's
Yes.
just like
You know, that doesn't sound
not-
very heart of you.
No, but it sounds like
not
you're in
for
an
us.
MLM.
Mhm.
And
Were you a Girl Scout? Because like
Oh.
Oh my-
Becky, did you sell Girl Scout cookies?
You know that I did. We all were in Girl Scouts at least for a little bit.
Becky, no, Becky, that's a gateway into MLMs. I did a whole presentation on it, Becky. I will sit down afterwards, and I would really love to reconnect with you and like catch up because it's been many minutes, and maybe we can like check
send
in
you
and
the-
see how things
yeah.
are going. I'll
We'll send you the link
I'll
to
send
the
you the Google
PowerPoint.
slide link so
Yeah.
that you could like look over it before we sit down, and maybe we could like have some coffee, Becky.
I don't believe you. I am almost a regional manager, and I'm going to win that BMW.
We can tell by the haircut.
Anyway. So like, are you like ready for the challenge, I guess? Because
Yeah.
you're already
Yeah.
off to a bad start. You're not being very heart and air.
Well, we're
I
ready.
literally
No, we're
just
ready.
said I wanted to sit down and have coffee with
Yeah,
you. I
no,
don't
what-
actually
if-
think
if
I can
anything
be
was-
more gracious.
Yes.
So-
that was like a real heart to heart.
This is going to be the first check for you, Mary. Gaia. Mm,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
that
mm.
was a sound.
We'll take it into consideration.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So, like,
I don't know.
maybe I'll sit down with you and hear what you have to say, and then maybe I can make a better judgment. And that is when Grandmother Willow, I just wanted to see if there was anything else written about her, comes scuttling up, which is really creepy because she's a tree. She's not supposed to. Like,
Scuttling up.
so it's like very creepy, wobbling.
Tree.
Mhm.
Yes. And
Lots
I'm
of
trying to
creaks.
call back what she sounds like. So we're just gonna go with like an old lady.
Sounds safest.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use Grandmother Willow from an old video that was a what do you call it? An overdub of it. And she approaches you three, and she says, I had something to go off of for the 90s girl, but for Willow, let me think a little bit.
I feel like our faces alone will be worth watching this live stream. I've gone like
The three witches come back to see the king. Or what is he? I forget. Is he the king? Great wizard? Do you know where my shoes are?
Hi, Grandma Willow.
Oh, Timmy!
Hi, Grandma Willow.
Will you help me with my computer? I
What's
don't
go-
know how to get to the internet. And where is the YouTubes?
Oh, there's only one YouTube, and we can set it up so it's on your desktop.
That doesn't sound very Color of the Wind. What are you doing here, Timmy?
We're here for the Rainbow Road. We want to get to the end of the Rainbow Road.
Ah, I remember the Rainbow Road.
Well, you're on it right now. So
What's that?
You're on the Rainbow Road right now.
Excuse me?
Right now we're standing on you're on the Rainbow Road, and I'm
Uh-huh.
on the Rainbow Road with you.
Well, isn't that lovely? When did you get here?
We walked here a little while ago.
Oh, well, that's just Fruit Loops.
Mhm. I could go for Fruit Loops right now.
Yeah,
guys.
You
We
like
have some
cereal?
back
Hi, Jeff. I didn't see you.
Oh, nice to see you too, Grandmother Willow.
Oh, you guys are doing great. You're killing this. Because you are.
That feels good.
Apparently, you're doing great.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Gotta back it up with that. Ooh. One
Wait.
more. Okay. So
Thanks, Gaia.
Grandmother Willow starts to kind of like grow suspicious of the three of you, and she just keeps on coming.
That's what she said.
Great. Thank you, producer. And she begins to grow a little suspicious of Ella and Haley. because you two are, while you're saying really nice and you're being very kind to her, no, you are clearly aware that she's confused, and doesn't like know very well with her surroundings, and but she grows a little suspicious of you, and she lashes out with you at you with vines, and okay, Ella, she hits you with the vine. Haley, you're able to step out of the way,
Okay.
and you get hit for 3. So I'm just gonna, I have your hit points here, because I had you at 11, 10, 8, 7, right? No, should it be 8, right? I forgot about 9. 9 stopped existing because the dice didn't show me. Great. So she is becoming a little bit more like frazzled by the whole experience, and somebody needs to try to calm down Willow. And Becky sees her, and she's like, "Ugh, I can't believe you upset Grandma. That is really not heart and wind of you. Don't you know the colors of the wind? You never hear the wolf cry at the blue corn moon."
Yeah, Becky. Or like ask the grinning bobcat why it grins.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Becky, do you want it together? We could like sing with all the voices, like all of us
Of the
together, all of our
mountains.
sisters. Yeah, maybe we should all do that together to like help.
Sing with all the colors of the wind. So
Yeah.
that's actually great. If you guys sing that, I will give you a bonus on
We had
convincing Grandma Willow that you are not bad guys trying to sell her hot dogs. She just has a bad experience with
Wagyu
Zazu. Yeah.
Oh,
You're not from that Tim's Meat Market magazine, are you?
No, we're not from the meat magazine.
You're not from Tim's Meat Magazine trying
We're
to sell
not.
me those Wagyu hot dogs again.
No.
Like Zazu. I remember he tried to, and he started trying to talk with an Australian accent.
People who are people are
She
the
starts, like-
people who look
like,
and
swaying
think
with you.
like you. And if you walk the footsteps of a stranger,
Yes.
you'll learn things you never knew. You never knew.
And she quietly, she starts humming to herself, and she says, "That brings me back to happier moments in my life when I was with that lovely Pocahontas. Wait, I recognize you. They're the sisters, the Element sisters, Haley, Gaia, and Ella. I remember. Of course, the old noodle is getting a little dry, if you know what I mean.
Gotta do
I
the
need
noodle
some
dance, Grandma
dick.
Willow. The noodle dance.
Do the noodle dance.
So she scuttles back a little bit, and you pass the second one with only a little bit of damage taken,
Ugh.
as you restore Grandma Willow's
Sense of calm.
sense of calm
Ooh, sense
with
of
your beautiful
grounding and
singing.
rooting.
One of you rolled a nat 20 on that, so
Good
that
job.
nat 20 is really good.
Great.
That means
Yeah.
it's
Nice
no,
job.
yeah,
Nice job, team.
perfect. That was
Love it.
Ella rolled that.
Nice.
Nice.
It was looking a little grim when Guy rolled a 4. But
Yeah.
then the nat
Cool.
20 came through, and then there was a 16 rolled by Haley.
Nice.
So
Teamwork.
that brings us
Good
to the
job,
most
Teamwork.
confusing and conundrum that is Chris Gaines. And he
Conundrum.
comes up and he
Chip
flips his hair out of his
lesser
face.
known brother.
Flips his hair out of his face, and he says, "I don't even know like how to do this, so we're just gonna go with emo Southern."
Oh, I'm
I don't know.
very
He sings
interested
in
what's
country
gonna
music,
come
so
out
I
of your
assume
mouth.
South. That might just be like bad faith on my part.
So
But
think bangs and south.
I just feel like a lot of people are gonna do that.
don't you guys recognize me?
Where was the bangs or the south in
southern.
that?
It's not
Where's
there.
the
Don't worry
South?
about it. I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
It'll come.
It'll come. It's like a
You don't recognize your own brother, Chris Gaines, Gail Lee, Chris Gaines Lee. Sometimes I go by.
so many names.
Don't worry about it. I'm a complicated soul.
You look like a complicated soul.
It's not good. Then I'm
Okay.
not going to do the Southern
All right.
voice. Oklahoma. What's an
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma accent sound like?
Oh,
Just do it. This is the Oklahoma
Oh,
accent.
great Oklahoma accent. We're sorry if there's anyone from Oklahoma and Derek's voice offends you.
Anyway,
And Ellen.
do you want to see into the darkness of my soul? I don't know how emo he is, but his haircut screams very emo.
Mamita said it's better.
Good.
Uh,
No, I don't particularly want to see into your
deep.
No one
dark-
understands me.
I mean,
It could be the bangs. I'm just saying.
He flips his hair. I'm calling back to my bangs day. That's a real bang flip.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, I used to
that was-
have very
I
long
very
bangs.
much
Wait, you did?
imagined.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
did. He had.
Yeah, very long.
It was.
So give it a good flip. One
wow.
of those. Used to flip it this way. Yeah, it's a good hair flip.
That what?
One for the camera. One for the camera. So
Mm.
It's like Bieber.
he's I had the Bieber haircut before Bieber was born. So
Oh,
That
you
tracks.
tell him.
That tracks.
Okay.
so I'm trying to even like think about how to get you through this one.
Seems
So
like
like
doing
you're
good.
not gonna listen to my totally deep music.
Well, you didn't. I mean,
I mean,
It's different
we
than
can
what I
listen to a
usually do.
song.
yeah,
Is
Haley,
that-
aren't you working on that like
Oh,
your
the performance.
I wonder if
am.
maybe there's like a place for like our brother Chris, like
Yeah,
to like
Chris.
a family music performance.
You know,
Yeah.
like those really
Moment.
That
cool,
might work.
very hip
That
and
might
chill
work.
family group known as the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
them.
so
Like
cool.
them. Mhm.
Okay, so
get matching
Haley,
outfits?
this is gonna go on you. You're gonna be responsible for making this check, but do either of you want to help her in some way with the
Of course.
performance?
Yeah.
Okay, that will help her roll.
Okay.
So what does this look like? What do you do? He starts playing a guitar. It's an air guitar, but it makes music because he's
Okay.
magical.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And he starts
That
singing
tracks.
about the darkness of his soul and
Mm.
the darkness of everybody's soul, and that there's really only dark and really not even any souls.
Sing it don't matter to the sun.
I'll make it up
Yeah.
because it
let's hear
don't matter to the sun.
Mm.
It don't
Mhm.
matter to the
Mhm.
sun at all how dark your soul is.
Don't
Mm.
matter.
It's
doesn't
dark and the
matter.
sun can't light it up.
Doesn't
No, I
matter.
can't.
Mm.
Can't light it up.
It's
So
too
what is
dark?
Too
what is
dark.
what does
no
force field
lights
do?
here.
No light here.
It's dark inside
It's
and
too dark
outside.
here
In your soul.
in your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does force field do to this performance as you guys are singing and dancing?
Force field has been working on her tambourine.
So she's playing the tambourine.
Yes.
Oh,
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to make this check and I'm going to roll it twice and take the higher number.
Okay.
17. So the
Jiminy
lower number was
Crickets.
4. So
Yeah,
good thing
okay.
we did that. So
17.
the performance goes over really well, and he
Yeah.
starts to think
Nice.
that the three of you maybe do understand the darkness of his soul and that you are dark like him on the
Mm.
inside.
Mhm.
And he also recognizes that you're cursed, and that's very dark. And
Mm.
he agrees with all three of you. And the three of them, the Becky, Willow, and Chris Gaines, who actually comes out to you and he says, actually, and he takes off his hair. Actually, I'm Garth Brooks.
Oh, God!
hey!
Wow.
Ah, see, that was a pretty good
Yeah.
performance, right?
That was great, Garth.
acting.
Snaps
I
all
would
Yeah.
have given
man.
you.
Bringing it
that-
up, bringing it up.
Yeah.
I would have given you an Oscar for that performance.
Yeah.
I was so
Thank you.
captivated
Thank you. I really, really
by your
appreciate it.
bangs.
I
You
really
guys did
think we
great
could-
too, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Garth.
Thanks.
That whole
Yeah.
darkness of the soul thing made it up on the spot. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I mean,
you
it
guys did
was-
great.
It was
Um,
solid.
Yeah, so you guys passed the third check. You passed the third check and you
Yeah.
are good to go. You're going to go over and go see Dad. You know, see what he's up
Wow.
to. And Haley, as you start walking away, your phone starts to ring and it is Snaps again on the phone, Severus.
Oh, okay.
And he
Oh, like
answers. His
Snapchat.
ringtone is just,
Okay. It's just snaps.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Haley, you are edging closer and closer to the anomaly.
Mm.
It seems that it's straight in front of you in what looks to be some sort of castle made
Yeah,
of glass or something.
We've made it
Mm.
past the third challenge. That's,
Perfect.
Yeah. We're
Great.
moving on up.
Be
Wow.
careful as you go into this,
To
as
the
you
east
pass the
side.
threshold into your father's castle. He, as far as we know, our intel says that he's been up to no good. So whatever this anomaly is could be dangerous. So
Well,
Go
that's what we
prepared.
figured. I didn't think it was going to be very safe.
Yeah.
all right. Oh, those are all the NPCs I already went through. Oh. Oh. Oh, Tim handed me so many cards. Those are all ones I did already. Those are all ones I did already. They
Do you
must
not
be these
have
ones.
NPCs?
I
would
might
say
be out of NPCs.
There's definitely been ones.
No,
that
there's a
I've
couple more in here,
yeah.
right here. I just had that stocked on top of it. Okay, so shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. As you guys approach into the castle, you see this giant door, and in the door it says, you can see the crest of the Gaely Coven, and it says in great big words, Gaely, and it starts to creak slowly open. Some sound effects. Ooh, that's a burp. Brought a burp up with that one. And you walk in, you see this great giant castle with huge open space. It's beautiful, rainbow light flying through it in all directions.
Cool.
And it's just absolutely stunning. And you see a great big image of your father, who looks like R2D2.
Oh.
And R2D2 turns to you and
Does he speak in Dad? It's so
Dad,
nice
hey!
to see you.
So exciting.
and then out the image shrinks down a little bit, and you can see kind of like somebody taking off like a costume. R2D2 in our universe is dead. We killed him. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. That happened in season 1 when we went to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, wow.
But he like comes out of his costume, and oh, I thought I had 2 of the same card. My bad. So a bunch of people come out of the costume, and it is people from the Lollipop Guild. So it's not your dad inside the costume coming out. So they're like rushing around trying to like fix everything up, and
Imposters.
Yeah,
they
where's
only
Dad?
sing Disney songs from 2010 onwards. What's a good Disney movie from 2010 and on? That's what it's written.
Moana,
I know, Moana.
Encanto,
Encanto,
Frozen?
Frozen.
Turning
Mhm.
Red.
The Adventures. They all start singing. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, da, da. And it's a Disney movie. And it's a song from it. And they all like scramble, and they give way to your real father as they all scramble and scatter into the various nooks and crannies of the castle. And I'm out of NPC cards with the exception of
So
this one,
who
which
is Dad?
I have to look into. Hold
Oh,
on.
no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Dolph Lundgren. Oh yeah. What a great, this is perfect for your dad. This guy is perfect. Dolph Lundgren
You wanna give us
is
some
a Swedish
context?
actor
Oh.
and filmmaker and martial
Oh.
artist. He was
Sounds like
apparently oh no, Eddie's guest starring on Sesame Street. What would Dolph Lundgren sound like? Okay, thank you. Live audience. If he dies. Okay. And he comes down and he's walking down the stairs, and he says, 1 is the number today. If 1 dies, 1 dies. 2 is another number from today. And 3 is the final number, because there are 3 pesky girls sitting in my castle.
Well, good to see
Pesky.
you
Uh-huh.
too,
Yeah,
Dad.
we haven't
Shit.
seen it for
Mm.
like years.
Do you think I'd be happy having you come back into my castle after you've left?
You were called an uncultured swine. Kind of look that up.
What? I just said it. I have to look up so many things. There's no space in here for pop culture. I actually didn't watch any Sesame Street growing up. I didn't watch it.
You did great.
Or Rocky, I did.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah. He's the
it's okay. I'm sorry I'm letting you all down. I'm not
but
who
this
you
is
want me to
great
be.
for
You're doing
content.
great.
I'm who
for-
I am.
For
And that you'll have to
commenting.
accept, live audience. I am me, Dungeon Derek. You have to accept that. Love me or hate me. I'm telling the
Mm.
story.
It's
So
I feel like
great.
that's a Rihanna song in there somewhere.
what are the 3 of you doing back here after just leaving? He's just like, if you don't know what he looks like, he's
Oh, we looked
blonde,
him up.
Oh,
super
yeah,
cut,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
super
We're
cut.
good.
He's like flexing all of his muscles.
Yeah, he looks like
I
a
don't have
super
muscles,
villain.
so
Well,
that looked awkward. I'm sure.
Haley's touring the galaxy with her one woman plus one fire ferret show. So,
Ugh.
you know, like that's
He
pretty sweet.
spits.
Oh,
One woman.
uh-huh.
What does she do?
See how strong a woman is when you put her in hot water. Anyway.
It doesn't explain why you just left the coven high and dry. We've been looking for you, looking to bring you back home. All three of you.
We've been
Is that
purposefully not been found.
you stopped us from getting the zigga-zagga?
Yeah, because you should not have it. You do not deserve that power.
Well, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
Because if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. That's the only quote I have to go off of. So I'm gonna build on that all day. So you guys see again, you see your father sitting here, and you have to wonder, what does he mean when he doesn't need the zigga-zagga? And that is when a pulse of energy radiates through the whole castle, shaking it to its core. He says, it's ready. Thank you. I needed some extra juice, and having you guys perform those challenges with your siblings and your grandmother. You gave me just enough energy, what I needed to power the transition. You see, or maybe I say too much. This is like an evil villain monologue. Maybe I don't do
I'm
that.
really getting that.
Maybe I should
vibe.
just kill you now. And he like presses a button, and 3 perfectly placed chandeliers fall. And I'm gonna have you guys all roll to get out of the way of a chandelier check.
I know.
I also think I can pull a card.
Yeah.
You can,
try
yeah. I'm
and-
gonna roll and then go ahead and pull a card. I'll tell you how it affects it. Right now, it's not looking good for you or Ella.
Oh no. Gotta get my powers.
All right, who's gonna do something first?
Said less Derek, more dog.
Oh, you want more?
And can you open that? No, that's probably too much. But they want the bandana on Granny Geckos Grottos.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, in there?
It's in there somewhere.
I see it, but it's like I'm
It's in
not. I'd have to move out of the way. I'd have to move the whole chair. It'd be a whole thing. Greg, come back. Come here. You know he doesn't want to. He says he's too good for you all. So, what do we do?
Mm.
The chandeliers are
Someone
falling.
have
Everything's
something?
slow motion.
To do.
Yeah. It sounded like I was gonna be good,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I rolled out of the way and whipped my hair into the ground. And as I used the impact of the ground of the chandelier onto the ground as an earth wave to send out a shock of the wave of earth. So it was tripping, and it like tripped Dad and like damaged him a bit. So
Mhm.
he could
Okay.
like, chill out.
So that will happen.
Mhm.
The chandeliers are still falling.
Mm.
Do either of
Okay.
you have anything to get out of the way of the
Did we
chandeliers?
get
Well,
hit?
otherwise, you yes, you both failed your get out of the
Okay,
chandelier
so
check.
I use force field fling,
Okay.
and it's a strong gust of air, and I'm going to use force field to blast it, and we both get out of the way.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you roll it again and see if you get fully out of the way of this.
Okay, we'll roll it good.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Let's see.
So
Thank
you're going to succeed, but I'm going to still have you take half of whatever the total damage is after I roll it. So
That
to be
doesn't sound
fair,
like a
oh,
good
you need to
idea.
take damage. It happens. And does Ella have anything planned, or is she going to just, because she also failed, is she going to
Yes.
just try to
Yes.
take the impact?
No, so as the chandelier is falling, I activate the fireballs falling from the sky, so the chandelier starts to like melt and just melt into fireballs.
So you're going to bring fireballs from the sky and kind of melt the
Mhm.
chandelier with
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
And I was same thing for you.
Mhm.
I'm going to roll again, see how well you get it, do this, and then probably that's got to stay in. Okay, so you've failed it again. So you
Mhm.
do turn it into lava.
Mhm.
That happens, but then you realize, oh, now there's lava falling on me.
Mhm.
So you're going to take half damage too, because you are a fire witch. So I'm going to give you kind of natural resistance to anything that's
Mhm.
fire. So I'm going to roll some damage here. Okay, so you each take 3 points of damage. bringing you down there, bringing you. Oh, you're dead on my screen, so that's not right.
Really Gilly.
What is she at?
7.
7. Thank you. I had you at 3 and was like, that's not right.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Not 3.
So that all happens, and your dad begins to chuckle, Dolph Lundgren gaily, Dolph Gaily, as he likes to go by, sometimes Hans Gaily. It's his name.
Sometimes.
So he chuckles and he says, you're very impressive. I didn't think that you all had gained so much control over your powers that I so graciously gave you from birth. And it is now you guys have an opportunity to maybe attack him. So as he's evil villain monologuing, what do you do?
Didn't I already?
Oh yeah, you did
throw
attack him.
it
That
as an
happened. So
attack? Okay.
let's backtrack a little bit. So he's talking mad shit, and then
Uh-huh.
like the shockwave comes through as you whip your hair into the ground. And I'm gonna have him make a check. Asked that, but I'm still doing the same thing here
That was
because it's a
annoying.
large shockwave. He takes 2 damage.
Great.
I want to track his hit points here.
All right, so like musical interlude, can we like power up this bitch? Because like
Yeah.
this is getting
Power
exhausting and I'm
Range
hungry
into-
again.
So what do you do to power up? What song is it that you sing? And
Well-
what does this look like?
We are going to activate our earth
Earth.
Wind.
and fire with
Mm.
Do you remember
When
When it was of September.
Words. Da, da, da.
We gotta work on
I love the rendition.
Do we get the power
I'll do
up
it.
without?
It is enough to give you the power up, and I'm gonna let you guys all cast a spell together. An earth, wind, and fire spell.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
either you can do one of 2 things. You can each
Mhm.
draw a card, tell me
Uh-huh.
what it is, and I'll
Mhm.
combine it into
Hi,
a
Greg.
super big attack. Or if you
Okay.
have something in mind of what that would look like, you can tell me that
Nice.
instead.
That's full of cards.
Yeah, I have a card.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, starting with
Oh,
Haley.
Okay,
Jesus.
so it says Haley and her fire ferret create a whirlwind vortex transporting the good coven to the new earth.
Okay, so read it again.
So we're gonna create a whirlwind. I think the whirlwind vortex is going to attack Dad,
Yeah.
and I think also on the side we're gonna open up a portal to the new
Oh,
earth. So
Getting
when
some
this is
miles
all
out of your
done,
spell.
we
Yeah.
kill him and we take the new earth portal.
All right. So a big wind attack that's
Big
going
wind
into that
attack
I'm mixing into the
that
spell.
comes
Mhm.
with
I think
portal to
that
the
thing
new
is a
earth.
byproduct of you 3 combining your
Okay.
energy.
Mhm.
The energy of good intentions brings you summons a portal.
Yes.
Oh, I like
So
Love
you
it.
manifest
Love
a
where
portal.
we're going.
So
Yes.
big wind attack then gets
Yes.
combined with.
I grow sugarcane to shatter sweetness over enemies.
So okay, cool. All right, I know how to mix that in, and then
Cool. As I start dancing to Fireball by Pitbull.
Yep.
I shoot fireballs out of my finger guns.
perfect. So here's what happens.
Oh my god.
All at once, your
Yes.
father is overwhelmed with a vicious attack
Yes.
where the 3 Gaily sisters of the elements air, earth, and fire,
Mhm.
earth, wind, and fire.
Mhm. Yes.
Sorry, my brain is not working fully.
Doing great.
I'm still like taking the impact from Mamito
Oh,
scolding
the
me.
live audience.
So-
The live
So,
interaction. You're welcome.
you channel all of your energy. This portal opens up behind you as you all are singing and combining your energies together. And then as you push wind towards your father, a huge vortex of wind starts going at him. And Ella fills it up with fireballs.
Yes.
And then it gets this, I guess you grow it out of the ground. The sugar cane just grows out of the ground, which is fine. And it breaks off and you start
like shards.
throwing
Yes.
it into the
Yeah.
heat. And what
Mhm.
happens is the heat melts the sugar cane and
Ugh.
it turns it into like it liquefies into this tornado and turns kind of like into like a glass almost,
Wow.
and kind of starts ripping through your dad.
Sorry, Dad.
This is very magnificent, so I'm not going to do
That's
any
a whole
rolls for
lot.
this. I'm just going to let
Okay.
it go through the power
Yes.
of
Power of
sisterhood
Yes.
and friendship and positivity, and trying to wash the negativity out of the
triad.
room that your father is
Yes.
putting out.
Yeah.
He is knocked back to it on his ass, and he can't believe what's happening to him as he's being overpowered by this spell. He's trying to cast magic back at you, but he just can't. Like, it's not working. Like, his magic isn't
Mhm.
working. And he looks at the three of you, and he kind of, it's like he's losing his grip of control in the area, and that he doesn't like. But he lets off. He's almost like, even though he seems to be dying, he's kind of laughing and chuckling about it.
Mm.
And he looks at the three of
I
you,
like
and he
that.
says, "If I die, I die. It's already too late for you. It's too late. It's too late. It's done." And he
Oh.
dies. He closes his eyes, and your father is out of the picture.
Hi,
And
Dad.
you all feel accomplished as you crush what you thought was the greatest evil in your life, and in Haley's mind, the greatest evil in the universe, because of how powerful and far-reaching
But he's
he
got
has become.
something else behind his
And then
up his sleeve.
another pulse shakes the castle to its core.
No.
And this time you can see cracks forming in the walls, and pieces of the wall falling off, and the building seems to start collapsing. And then a giant veil, where you saw R2-D2 in the big projection, a big curtain falls down, and you see strapped into a chair, you see first of all, you see a few crystals lining it of various colors that seem to represent with your elements of earth, wind, and fire. And they are fully charged and radiant and glowing from the energy that you guys provided from doing the challenges. Unknowingly, of course, you didn't know that you were
So
providing any of
we
that.
were charging up these crystals as we were going through the challenges, and that is what's creating the pulses.
So what's creating the pulses are what the crystals are attached to.
And we don't
It's
know that
attached to
yet.
a machinery, and you
Okay.
follow the lines from the crystals to what looks like
Their
a
power
chair.
cable. Okay.
But there is somebody strapped into that chair.
Who is it?
It's Udambu, strapped all three arms, strapped to the chair, tied back, and he is unconscious. And you can see the
boy.
life being drained out of Udambu.
Oh
Like
no,
a really big bummer.
And you can see he's kind of looks
Thanks,
like
Ray, for that.
he's like gaunt, and he's
like gray.
kind of grayish in color. Yeah, not like
Not
the
like
dog.
the dog. Just
And
like gray, like the color.
you can
not like
see
the
that this machine is drawing power from him, and then you follow another line to another machine that is a great big tank, like a tank filled with liquid. And the system, everything stopped shaking suddenly. Udambu's still in the chair unconscious. The crystals stop glowing, and the tank empties out its contents. And the tank opens up, revealing a very large figure. I don't think I have any more NPCs from here. So we'll leave it a mystery for now what he looks like. But come stepping out, you notice the very distinct appearance on his shoes. He's got really big shoes. I mean, he's like 12 feet tall. Of his shoes. And actually, you know what? I know who it is. I know who the person is. And the shoes have a marking of the Gaelic Coven, but they look kind of old. And he's wearing slacks that you have a picture in your mind of who this is, and you all recall from your deepest memories. This is your grandfather Gailey, George Washington. A little bit, yeah, but George Washington is a little bit, he's problematic. He's the bad guy in our story. And he looks at the three of you, and he smiles with his gross smile, and we won't go into the problems of that, but he looks at the three of you, and he smiles and winks and nods as if to taunt you all into the reality of what's just been unleashed on the universe. And he swipes his hand, and a portal opens up in front of him, and he walks through it, and the portal closes, and he's gone.
Oh no.
As the castle begins to shake again and start to fall apart, and crumble. You have Udumbu strapped to a chair. The crystals are now no longer glowing, and you have the portal behind you. What do you do?
Well, I am going to attempt to free Udumbu
Udumbu.
from
I
Mhm.
agree.
the restraints. So I'm going to cast Here Comes the Sun. And it allows Haley to clear out any bad energy currently keeping her from her quest. So I feel like she casts Here Comes the Sun.
Mhm.
And as
The
the sunbeams come through and they
Yes.
mix in with the rainbow reflections.
I feel
You
like
get some
all of the lights
really-
kind of
Yeah.
it refracts through the
Mhm.
crystal
Yes.
castle, and all the lights, all the colors of the rainbow converge into one spot on
Oh.
Udumbu, and it
Yes.
wipes the negative energy out. You see a little color come back to his face, and you see him breathing at the very least, and the spell releases. Gray's like, I'm famous. The spell releases.
I'm on YouTube. Hi, everybody.
Releases Udumbu from his shackles, and you can freely take him out of the contraption if you'd like.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
removed
We do
the
like-
Udumbu
We
from the
rescue
contraption.
Dumbo.
So you take Udumbu out of the contraption, and he's kind of limp in your arms, and
Uh.
he's very tiny, so he's easy to carry.
Udumbu.
He doesn't respond to you at all. He's still unconscious, but you can feel that he's breathing very,
Okay.
very lightly. And behind you, you can see your in the portal. You can see the doorway to your Force Field Foods truck.
Yes.
It is floating in the portal in space now at this point, and the door opens beyond the portal. Haley, what do you do? Do you leave your sisters here in Candyland because there's some fixing to do? There's a void now with the
I can't
father
leave.
gone.
Yeah.
And do you get into the ship, or what do you do with Udumbu's body?
So I have to choose between going through the portal and staying here.
You can do anything that you think is feasible here. You can do whatever
Well,
you
I don't
think.
want to leave them. I feel like something's going on here with that pulse.
So you-
That's
Well, the pulse was awakening the
that dude.
grandfather.
Grandfather.
Okay.
Grandpa,
Who
yeah.
left?
Grandfather George Washington Gailey.
That we unleash
Got
on the
it.
universe. So now we gotta go track down that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you stay and try to fix Candyland, or do you
Yeah.
leave your sisters behind?
No, stay.
Okay, so the portal starts to close to your Force Field Foods ship in space. You get a call from Severus Snaps one final time, and he says to you, as the portal's closing, he requests that you put Udumbu's body in the ship so that it can be taken back to the MVBI.
Mm.
You have a few seconds left before you do that. You can decide
I
to keep
just
him
have to,
here with
like-
you and try to resuscitate him, or you can give him back to the MVBI to take care of him.
Yeah, they should probably do it because
So you just huck his body into
yeah,
the
I'm
portal.
just yes.
And Udumbu goes flying and hits lands inside the vehicle safely, and the portal closes, and you are left there in the shattered remnants of the Crystal Castle at the end of the Rainbow Road with your two sisters, your long lost sisters, who you thankfully remembered as soon as you saw them, because you can't forget a bond like that. And you begin your journey in restoring what is left of Candyland now that there is a power void, and your family needs some leaders that are not George Washington Gailey,
Yeah.
the ones that you can keep to stay with you.
Yeah.
Maybe Geralt, maybe
Of trivia.
Mm-hmm.
some of these other people, Willow,
Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
So you decide to that's good. So you decide to stay and take care of all of that, as we cut to another scene of your food truck flying off into space,
With
flying
Udumbu's
with Udumbu's body
unconscious body.
flying back to the MVBI headquarters at Atlantis. And that is where we'll end the scene, with the three of you fixing the castle, fixing Candyland, trying to fix the Gailey Coven,
Yes.
and prevent the great evil that is George Washington Gailey from spreading across the universe like Galacticus, eating planets and taking over what is known. Who knows what will happen with George Washington Gailey, but we'll have to find out next time on Geckos and Grottos, baby.
Woo!
thank you so much for joining us on our first live event
Thank you. This is so much
featuring
fun.
the wonderful ladies from Stop Thinking, Start Doing.
Yeah, check us out on we are
Just cut me
a
off. that's fine.
podcast. Yes, I'm Will. Yeah, we are a podcast through the Geckos Media production. So
Yeah.
check us out.
Mhm.
Okay.
If
go
you want to
ahead.
make a podcast, go to geckosmedia.com. It's easier
Oh,
than you
good
thought.
stuff. It really is.
Well,
Thanks,
thank you
Jason,
all
with
for
this
joining us
idea.
again tonight. With that, it is
Oh my
late
God.
and it is bedtime for some of us.
Yes.
Gray
telling us it is
says thank you
bedtime.
for coming
Yes.
to his
Ray
show.
does say thank
Oh,
you.
so good.
And
job,
that was
Gray.
exciting. It was a lot to get through, and appreciate all the live feeds here. That was
Yeah.
really cool to go through. Thank you
That's
all so
cool.
much, and until next time, bye.
Okay,
Okay,
we
we
love
love
you.
you.
Bye.
My squeaks.
Yay!
Got to the point of the night.
Is it done?
Yay!
It's done. It's done.
Is
Thank
the
you all for
YouTube
bearing
done?
through that. That was a challenge.